I'm going to show you exactly how to make a drop-down list in Google Sheets. I'm on a blank sheet, and the first thing I do is put the list of choices in its own tab. Click the plus icon at the bottom left. A new tab appears. Double-click the tab name, type status list, and press enter. I keep the source list on a separate tab because it stays clean and the drop-down still updates from it. Now move to column A on that tab and type your options one per cell. I'm using pending, in progress, and complete. I'll click cell A1, type pending, and press enter. Then in progress goes in A2. Complete goes in A3. No blank rows in between because a blank source cell becomes an empty choice in the finish dropdown. That blank choice confuses people later, so keep the list tight. Click back on the main tab, Sheet 1. Now select the cells where the dropdown should appear. I'll click cell B2 and drag down to B20, so the status column has room for entries. The rule will apply to every highlighted cell, so include a few empty rows now if you know the sheet will grow. I don't select the entire column. Clicking the column letter at the top is faster, but it puts a drop-down into every row down to the bottom, which gets messy. With those cells still selected, open the Data menu at the top. Then choose Data Validation. The Data Validation Rules panel opens on the right. You can also right-click the selection and choose Drop-Down, but I use the Data menu because it opens the full Rules panel in one step. Click Add Rule. Now look at the Criteria section. It usually says Drop-Down. Click that and change it to Drop-Down from a range. The default drop-down option is fine for a short list that never changes, but if you have to edit it later, you have to open this panel again. Drop-down from a range gives you one source list that updates everything automatically. Click the grid icon inside the empty box below Criteria. It is labeled Select Data Range. A small dialog opens and asks for a data range. That is where you point the rule at your list. Click the Status List tab at the bottom, then drag through the cells that hold your options, A1 through A3. You'll see the range reference update to point at the Status List tab. Watch for the sheet name in that reference. If it just says A1 through A3 without status list, it's pointing at the main tab and the rule will look for options in the wrong place. If you put a header in A1, start the range at A2, otherwise that header will show up as a choice. I don't have a header here, so A1 through A3 is correct. Click OK. Back in the panel, click Done before you click anywhere else. The rule saves, and the first selected cell now shows a small arrow on the right edge. Click the arrow and choose In Progress. The cell fills with In Progress. That arrow only appears when the cell is selected, so if you don't see it, click away and click back. If the arrow still isn't there, reopen the rule and check the Apply to Range box. Now here's the benefit of using drop-down from a range. I'll click the Status List tab, change Complete to Done in cell A3, and press Enter. Go back to Sheet 1 and click the drop-down arrow again. Done is already in the list. You didn't have to reopen the rule. That's why I don't type options into the panel. It's one less thing to edit twice. Next thing people ask is how to make the drop-down cover more rows later. Select the new full range, go back to Data, Data Validation, click the rule, and change the first box, Apply to Range, from B2 through B20 to B2 through B100. I usually just set B2 through B100 from the start when I know the sheet is going to grow. And if a drop-down ends up in the wrong place, select that cell, go back to Data, Data Validation, click the rule, and choose Remove Rule. The arrow disappears and the cell goes back to normal text. If this helped, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment saying it helped. Comments are what push this to other people searching for the same thing.